Hi, welcome to my podcast. This is Maya Vili, and today my guest is gonna be Jan, my one of the best clients and friend. We know each other for like a year and a half, and this is my first episode, so we're trying to be very natural. So no judgment, please. Anyway, if you judge, it's fine. So we'll try to be like
Relax.
very natural. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank you for inviting me. It's my first
thank you to
time.
be my guest because to be honest, I mean, I had like a few people in my mind, and I was asking around, who was kind of okay with the podcast, and I was like surprised that few of my friends they kind of not rejected, but they kind of delayed a little bit, postponed the
Very shy.
yes, kind of shy. But I understand then maybe later they're gonna be like willing to
hmm
participate and be my guest. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. And today, our topic will be
Boys,
men and
women.
women. I know it's very general, but we're gonna break it down in terms of how we see men and women in a relationship.
Mhm.
In terms of finances, because I think finances it's kind of bothers everybody.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good your relationship is. Anyway, it hits the money, the financial topic, where it's kind of like either you have to agree on certain things from like the very beginning.
hmm
If you don't agree, it's always gonna be the kind of like problem. Doesn't matter who has like more money, but as we know, like whoever has money, the power is there, and it
hmm
kind of always becomes a little like a dominant. I'm really wondering what you think about this, and I'm gonna tell you like my position, what I think. I'm very
hmm
curious if we're gonna agree on that or not, because Jan is like 25, I am 35. So
I'm
what do
from
you think
China.
from Georgia?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I know you're in a relationship.
hmm
Congratulations, you are engaged.
hmm
So, can you tell me like what was in the very beginning? Did you have like kind of talk about money, finances with your boyfriend? Have you
Sure.
decided? Was it like a naturally when you started like a dating? How it
How
always
things work.
started? Yes.
All right. So we were like 50 starting at the very first date.
Okay, I can do that. I have to get involved. 50-50. I don't know. How is it in your culture? Is it 50-50?
Uh, from the internet, it seems not, because many Chinese girls expect a guy to pay for the food, maybe for the first 3 times they date. There is some culture like that, but I always look down upon that.
But okay, let's say like what about like a majority your parents, your relatives, neighbors? I mean, how does it work? Because in Georgia, I can tell you that. I mean, now it's a little bit changed. Maybe like for the last like 10 years, they are kind of more like a partnership, and
Mhm.
women can participate. But still, uh, if woman kind of says that she does not want to work, man is mentally kind of okay that he has to be the provider, and
Mhm.
it's all about his financial support, which is not even questioning, and it just not, we don't even discuss that. I have not really dated that much like in Georgia, so even if I
Mhm.
dated, I don't really remember any time even thinking
Mhm.
to get the car for myself, like the taxi, or to pay for the dinner or something like that. That
Mhm.
was like a not even a question that men would pay. So how is it like in China? How was it?
I know for my family, like my mom is quite like independent and strong, more career oriented. My part of China, I'm from the northern part of China, which is like pretty close to North Korea and Russia, actually.
Yeah.
So that's kind of different from many other areas. I feel like because of the one-child policy in China from last century, like especially our area, lots of family just has only one daughter, and
Yes.
maybe that's why like girls are always raised to be independent. But I do see some trends, especially for the first several dates, the man is expected to pay. But I personally find that kind of awkward because if the man is paying, I feel like
Yes.
I owe them something.
So that's the thing, I think, because if you ask, let's say, like Russians, they don't feel like that. If you ask any Middle Eastern women,
Mhm.
I mean, for them, let's say it's the same from both sides. Women would never think that she owes anything to men, and men will feel embarrassed if you offer them to pay the for the dinner. The Georgians pretty much the same. I'm telling you, I mean, I don't really sure like what's happening like for the last like 5 years, but whatever I remember before, that would be really embarrassing for men. Maybe once in a while something, but men totally they take all financial like responsibilities and support on their like shoulders, and it's not because women usually, of course, yeah, in Georgia also you can be like very independent, you have like your own money, but he's not expecting you to contribute into that into like the family unless you want something and unless you have like some kind of goals. But that's kind of a very big difference. It's like a what I know, like Middle Eastern and Georgia, like
I guess
Eastern
it
European.
also depends on how much the girls make. If the girl like doesn't have much good work opportunities and the girl has been always making significantly less than men, then it totally makes sense for men to contribute much more, I guess. I know like in East Asia, for instance, it might be very common for Japanese wives to stay home, take care of the
I know,
kids.
yeah, that's I've heard
And
like
it's
how
different.
Japanese culture works. It's completely different from anything
Yes.
whatever I've heard. Yes, because as I know Japanese, they are literally man is working, he brings money, gives to wife, and wife is giving him kind of the pocket money, whatever they call. She manages
Yeah.
all the money. I don't really like that. I don't agree that that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Men should be like in charge. I mean, it's good when it's like a partnership, but I don't really think that men should be
Like,
expecting
but my
from a
question
woman.
for you here is, if you two are married, then how to split the money? It's like on default, everything will be shared like 50-50.
Listen, what I'm thinking, and maybe that's again like from my background and mentality, that I don't really mind to be like really partner, you know, wife, husband, and work towards like the same goal and participate. You know what they say, like not equally but fairly. Let's say if you're
Mm-hmm.
making like 1 million and I'm making like a 200,000, we
Mm-hmm.
cannot do like a 50-50, you
Yes,
know?
it doesn't make
Because whatever,
sense.
let's do like a percentage wise. Okay, you go 20%, I will go 20% from my income. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when it comes to like family, of course, I would love to work towards like the same goals. But most importantly, I just don't like, maybe that's a psychological thing, you know, that when I feel that I'm forced
Mm-hmm.
or somebody's expecting, that kind of annoys me a
So
little
it's like
bit.
I can contribute, but not
But
because you
don't,
ask
because
for it.
yeah, because I have to. I don't have to. I have like this kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Totally understand. Okay, what should I do with my money then, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, yeah, women should always have like a her saving, no matter
Mm-hmm.
what. And as my mom was telling me, I
Mm-hmm.
actually kind of still reminds me. It's like a man should never know how much money you have.
Really?
Yes, and you should always have some money
Yeah.
that really like nobody knows.
Mm.
That's why there's also like there are few bank accounts you should have like as a couple. I don't know. Do you know like how it's? It's good to have like you should like a four different accounts.
Huh?
One your personal, one your husband
Uh-huh.
that you don't really kind of
Like personal
personal.
save,
Yes, nobody is
husband save.
tracking one of each other's. Then one is investment that you're making like the you know like you
Mm-hmm.
have goal and you're like
Yeah,
collecting for
my investment
something.
account,
Yes, and
husband's.
another one is like a for everyday bills,
Some
mortgage,
joint account closer
joint
to
account,
life.
which is like little like a everyday and contributing probably fairly, not equally.
Mm-hmm.
But so you still think that it's 50-50 for you? I mean, what about here in America? How do you,
Mm,
let's see, yeah, we discussed the
it's a
China,
good
but
question because I'm gonna get my prenup soon.
okay, prenup, that's something else.
Yeah, I guess for daily spending, they're like not big amounts, so it's like whatever.
Okay.
Like if I take advantage of him for like 50, $100, I don't really care. But I'd rather he buys me some gift from time to time,
Yes.
and I think that should be treated like differently, but not 50-50.
Not 50-50.
In terms of some gifts on the side, but
Okay, I see.
on a
But
daily
who should be
basis.
paying for like groceries, let's say, and date nights or vacations?
all 50-50, I guess, because
Like
we,
50-50, you mean literally
yeah,
50-50?
we
Let's say the trip is $2,000, you're gonna pay 1,000, he's gonna pay
of
1,000.
course we were like
I can't,
strictly
I
doing that.
can't.
It's like after a meal, if he owes me $10, I'm like, sell me the money now.
No way. Okay, that's something I can't imagine my relationship.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, I don't mind, let's say, buying the gifts or something in terms of, but again, I don't want. I'm telling you, everybody's different, and it's all background and like a cultural kind of thing. But I can't imagine. Let's say we went somewhere, right? We spent something, and maybe he paid, and because that he paid for my thing as well. Let's say it's not a gift or something.
Hmm.
Me like sell him whatever difference was. I prefer to get him some gift in terms of like a thank you
Yep.
rather than just splitting. That's kind of a thing I really can't. And in terms of like vacations, like whatever like I had like late state vacations, it's always been, I would say, fairly in terms of like whatever I can right now. Maybe if I had more, I would love to kind of contribute. But also maybe depends on the stage of the relationship. If you are
Hmm.
not sure, you don't really want like to invest that much, especially when you're a
Yes,
woman.
exactly,
But
especially
men,
the dating period.
yes, because anyway, no matter what, if you take a look at the statistics or something, men are always making much more money than
Hmm.
women do. So in that case, I'm just gonna stick to like a fairly than
Hmm.
like a equally.
Yep, I think I agree that there can be some adjustments for women's like beauty related spending, because like for instance on bag, everything as long as they're labeled as like for women, they can be more pricey.
It is. It is
Yes,
always, yeah.
and in terms of the appearance, women always have more temptations and generally spend
Yeah,
maybe
than
because
men.
I don't have that many temptations maybe, but I still spend so much more personally than my fiance. I think that's a little unfair, but I'm thinking, okay, we are getting married, then everything is gonna be half
No, I
half.
think it's fine. I still
That's
think
how
that
I just.
women should be more spoiled. Men, it's fine. Trust me, men. I don't know, like I'm not saying about your situation, but in general, whoever you're gonna ask, they're gonna say that men are never cheap with themselves. They can go and buy for them whatever they want, doesn't matter how much it is. When it comes to the relationship, they might be a little bit, I don't like this word, but they might be a little bit like cheap.
Mm,
Yeah, so
maybe my fiance hasn't shown that tendency yet.
yeah, no, I hope he's not really spending that
Yeah.
much, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of whatever I've heard from here and there.
Actually, there's a very interesting fact. When I just knew my fiance, I made more than him, and or for like the first 2 years we were dating, we made similar amount of money, like
Yeah.
more or less the same. So I feel like it's always a very natural decision. We do 50-50. But recently she changed his job and made more than me. So now I'm more comfortable asking for some gifts
Some,
in
yes.
certain occasions. But still, like, it's like I have
It's
a
okay.
calculator in my mind. It's like, this is mine. This is yours. Like, this meal is $90. I cannot pay less than $40. Otherwise, I feel wrong. Like,
Yeah,
even
that's,
so,
I like that
it's not
difference because,
yeah, it's not about the amount. It's more like I need to get this correct.
wow.
It's very accounting type of
What's your
mindset.
zodiac sign?
Taurus.
Taurus. Okay, if
The
you were
Taurus like
Virgo,
money
I would
managing.
say, I know, but I would say like maybe Virgos are more kind a little bit, not cheap, but would love to kind of get to calculate everything and like a very details and
Hmm.
would love to make it like everything like very fair. But okay, that's very interesting.
I think there's also a point is maybe from some conversation between me and some guys, it's like they think, oh, I pay for the dinner, then I think I deserve to ask for something. Or after investing but not equally without any real returns, they will start to complain or say bad things about a girl. I think it's also those words I heard before make me to be more cautious about, especially for dating. for like more strangers before I know more about them, because I don't want to be looked down upon just because that's small money on dinner or whatever.
I see. Okay, that's really interesting. Yeah, I'm curious now, like what my other friends think. I mean, I know most of them, whatever, but it would be a very nice topic to discuss, maybe like with all of them, because
Hmm.
I think that's kind of, you know, what they say that the most common topics it's like a relationship, money, and the health.
Hmm.
So I'm just really wondering, like, literally the same exact questions
Hmm.
to my friends, what
You
they
can
gonna
do a
think.
small series and cut the segments together, see
Exactly,
what
kind of
each
to
says.
see what they think and what's maybe like their background is, where they are from.
Hmm.
It's gonna be like a very nice
Comparison.
comparison. Yes. So in terms of prenup, that was like first maybe the word I didn't know about.
Yeah.
I never heard of this word in Georgia.
Mm.
When I first heard, I was like, "What is this?"